Hey superstars, happy Thursday. Hope you are all enjoying the sunshine because I know rain's expected, but I am praying for sunshine because we all love a bit of sunshine and I plan to get out on it myself shortly. But I just felt compelled to do a video regarding depression and anxiety. And I wanted just to come on and have a quick chit chat about it because we're always told things like, oh, it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it's this and it's that. And I want to come on and tell you that that's all rubbish. That's all absolute rubbish. We are fed this rubbish and it's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's taken me 20 years from being diagnosed, despite the fact that I was suffering long before this, to try and figure out what the hell's going on. I was offered antidepressants at 17, but I didn't want antidepressants. I didn't want to take them. And my gut instincts were telling me, don't take them, don't take them, don't have them. I didn't understand what my gut instincts were trying to tell me then, but my gut instincts were telling me not to, were screaming at me, don't have them. So I didn't. And for 20 years, I have strived to figure this out and overcome what I've been through with my panic disorder and my anxiety disorder, which has been greater, but depression was great for me through my teen years. And I've had to try and figure this out. And it's probably become more apparent in the last couple of years what's actually going on and what this is all about. And the truth is, guys, that the reason we get so depressed and anxious is because we are suppressing who we are. We're suppressing our souls. We're suppressing everything that makes us who we are, because society and the government and everyone else out there, I'm sorry, I'm putting it out there, dictates that we need to be a certain person. Okay? They dictate that we have to dress a certain way, we have to act a certain way, and we have to be a certain way, and that we can't be who we are, that we can't just express ourselves and just be our authentic self. But when we are our authentic self, we're happy. We're happy and we thrive and we bounce off the ceilings. Now, guys, I'm High Energy Holes, and I've become my authentic self as High Energy Holes in the last year mostly. And that's mostly because I have stopped listening to the bullshit and I am now listening to myself. And I can't put it any other way, guys. I am listening to myself and I am flowing with what I want to do, what I believe is right for me. I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm not listening to no one else. I don't watch the news. I don't read the news. I don't even watch TV. All right. I stopped watching TV probably about 2-3 years ago. And I've even stopped watching programs on Amazon. I don't have the time because I am throwing all my energies into everything that I love to do, which is all to do with music. It's all to do with music, guys. So as much as I love DJing, it's really all about music and unity and spreading love and joy and happiness. And that is what I've always been about, even if I didn't realise it. As a mobile DJ, despite the fact that it wasn't quite what I wanted to do, I'm doing what I want to do now. I love being a mobile DJ. And I loved going out there, being a children's entertainer, and seeing the faces light up was what did it for me, guys. That is what made me happy. It wasn't the fact that I was getting paid to do a job, because obviously we all need money, all right? Money is not everything, guys. And, you know, money is definitely not anything, and money will not buy happiness. Money, well, obviously for me, was to keep a roof over my children's heads and food on the table. However, I had enough. So I'm not greedy, all right? As long as I had enough, that was, and it's still the same now, as long as I have enough. But I'd rather be able to have, you know, help other people. However, it's the joy, the unity, and the love that I see when I go out there and I bring the music to people. Music is life, guys. Music is therapy. Music is everything. And I think music is far more than I can even explain. It's something you feel. It's not something you necessarily, it's an inner knowing, guys. I just have an inner knowing that I am now on the right path. I'm doing what I was always meant to do. I'm becoming the person I was always meant to be. And because of that, my anxiety and depression and panic, it's all slowly leaving me. And the only reason that it comes back and I get so low is when things get thrown at me and my ego comes out. We all have an ego, guys, but the ego is not where we're supposed to be controlling our lives from. We need to get rid of the ego and we need to just start being our true authentic selves. So whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is that makes you who you are, that is what you need to do, and that is who you need to be. Stop listening to what society dictates. If you want to dress a certain way, dress a certain way. Do it. All right? It's your prerogative. If you love things, just do it. Do not care what other people say. Do not care what they think. Do not let them hold you back. Do not let their criticism be a reason for you to go, oh, I'm not going to wear that. I'm not going to do this because, you know, I'm just going to conform and give my power away and let somebody else rule my life. Because that is what we've all been doing, guys. Any one of us that's been depressed or anxious or feeling like they don't want to be here anymore, the reason we're feeling like that is because we are giving our power away. We are suppressing who we are, and we are not allowing ourselves to go out there and express ourselves in the way we need to. And it needs to stop. We are in a process now where we all need to stand up and speak up and start being our true selves and start saying what we need to say and what we want to say, and start taking the control back of our own lives. The time is now, guys. The time is now. The time is now. If you want to be happy, then stand up and be who you are. Say your truths, all right? Speak your truths. Whatever it is you feel or you think, start saying it, guys, all right? This doesn't just mean to relationships, or it's life in general. Life in general, guys, okay? The end of the day, whatever goes on in my life, I am very, very blessed, and I feel rich because I have 2 beautiful children, and I am now doing one of the things that I've always wanted to do. I have known since I was 4 years old that I was meant to be here to do something big, and I could never put my finger on it. I've always known that I was supposed to be here to stand up to shine, and that might sound really up myself and arrogant to those that are working from their egos, but I'm not afraid to say it now because I actually am starting to be at one with myself. I hated myself at the best of times, and I didn't want to be here for the best of times. I really didn't. And the fact is, a friend of mine isn't here because she chose to leave this world because she couldn't take it anymore. But I want that to stop, guys, because there are still people out there, even people close to me, that are struggling, that don't want to be here anymore. And I'm going to tell you now, do not go to the doctors because they will not help you. They are going to throw meds at you, which are going to basically suppress who you are even more. It's going to turn you into a robot and take away all your feelings. And you do not want that. You do not want that. You need to know who you are, and you need to feel what you feel. And you just need to have that courage to just go, fingers up to the rest of you. I'm trying not to swear. It's really difficult for me. Fingers up to the world, fingers up to everybody. I am who I am. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm going to stand up and be myself and speak my truths. And I'm going to go out into that world, and I'm going to be happy by doing the things that I love to do. I want to empower you guys to just be yourselves. And most people would say, well, I can't be anything but. But the truth is, most of you are not being yourselves because you are so consumed by yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. I have been quite rebellious my whole life, not in a bad way, not in a sense of, causing havoc, but just in a sense of I've always questioned things. I've always had an opinion. I've always spoke what I thought, and I used to get in trouble for it. I used to get in a lot of trouble for it, and it always used to come back and bite me in the ass where things would get twisted and spun round so that I would get in trouble. But the truth was, I just stood out because I could see things for what they were. But I've always been able to see things for what they were and what they are. But I myself have chosen to stay quiet at times when things have been twisted and I've got into trouble. Because what they're trying to do when they do that is they're trying to make you question your own sanity. They're trying to make you feel like you're insane. And the reason they want you to feel like that is so that you will not continue down the path that you're going down, where you are speaking your truths and you are being yourself, because that's not what they want. They want to control all of us. We were not put here to just make ends meet, guys. We were not put here just to go to school to then basically be trained to go out into the world to get a job and do a 9-to-5 job, which everybody, like most 9-to-5 jobs, everybody's like, oh, it's fucking soul destroying, right? Then you go home and you're too tired and have no energy to do anything that you will love to do and want to do, or you don't have enough money to do it because it costs too much. Now, when you start piecing the bits of the puzzle together, guys, you start to realise just how negative life is. You know, we have to pay to eat, and we're the only species on the planet that pays to eat. No other species on the planet, no other animals on the planet pay to eat. We do. Why is that? When if we were all growing our own fruits and vegetables, etc., it would all be free. Once upon a time, it probably was. I've even started down to the question, you know, about, you know, helping the planet and things. I'm doing my bit. And, you know, it was like, I remember being like, you know, a young child. And I said to Mum, we never had kitchen roll when we were kids in the 80s. All of a sudden, one day, we just had kitchen roll. It's like, why have we got kitchen roll? You know, it's simple things like that. I don't buy it anymore. I don't need it. You know, I've cut so many things out because I'm like, well, what do we need that for? You know, I've cut down my waste and it's just not necessary. You know, to create a convenient world has just created a world full of toxic, I don't even know where to go with that. The world is toxic in every sense. And it's because the people at the top, the 1% at the top, made it that way. And we're all just like puppets on a string. But the truth is, we're not puppets on a string. We are individual beings who are free. We are free to be who we are and do what we want. And the time is now. Stop hiding. Stop conforming and stop keeping quiet. Just because you think it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to stand up and be yourselves and speak your truths. Take the power back of your own lives and start being happy, just like I am, guys. Everybody who knows me knows how much I've struggled, and I've hit rock bottom I don't know how many times. And there has been so many times before my children that I wanted to end it all. But my anxiety kept me from doing so. And I now know there was a bigger plan for me, that I was meant to help other people. I am meant to help other people. And that is what I'm striving to do, because all I want to do is help other people. I want you all to be happy. I want you all to get into what you love to do and just go out there and put your all into it and be who you are, because I'm so happy. The world is in chaos and I'm happy. Look at this face. I'm happy and I'm not living in fear, because I know whatever they're telling you is just rubbish. And whatever anyone says, you just ignore. Because the truth is, you have everything you need within you. So start looking within instead of looking outside. We all look, oh, who's going to make us happy? What's going to make us happy? We're always looking out here. But the truth is, just look within. We all have everything we need within us to just be happy. So instead of just believing everything everyone says and conforming and going yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, and trying to be put into a box, to become a robot in the metaphorical sense, don't become a robot. My son's autistic. He's discarded to one side in society because he's not normal. And normal is robotic. We're a robot doing the same thing as everybody else. If you're a bit different and you stand out, it's not normal. But the truth is, being robotic and doing what everyone else does, that's not normal. We live in a world where we should all be our own selves with creative and beautiful souls. And we should all thrive on the fact that being different is fantastic. Being different is great. I was always told as a child that it'd be a very boring world if we were all the exact same. And how true is that? How true is that? And all anyone ever wants in this world is love, peace, and unity. And we can have all of that if we all start being ourselves, living our truths, speaking our truths, and just stop suppressing who we are. As soon as you stop suppressing who you are, is the moment that you will have a light bulb go off in your head. And it's the moment that that smile will reappear on your face and that life will make sense to you once again. Let me be the person that empowers you today. Even if I only change one person's life today, then I've done something great. And even if people don't like me because of what I've said, I'm not here. I'm not doing this to be popular, because being popular was never what it was about in the first place. That's just an egotistical thing. It's just like material things. Yes, I love my decks and I love my electronics, but it's not life, is it? It's not the be all and end all. It's not gonna help me in the long run. It helps me do my job, yes, but bottom line is, guys, if I had to choose, I'd always choose my family. I'd always choose love. So just keep that in mind and think about what I've said. And if anything, just go out there and stop suppressing who you are. Stop suppressing what you think and how you feel, and just go out there and smash life. Just go out there and create your own reality, because we are all in charge of our own lives and we are all in charge of what happens in our lives. So take the control back, put 2 fingers up to the rest of the world, and go out there and be who you are. Much love and light to all of you guys. And remember, this all comes from within. It all comes from a place of love and peace. It's just me wanting to empower the rest of the world so that you can have a life like I've got. You can be happy and content with who you are and in your own skin, as I now am, but wasn't for the best part of 20 odd years. Love to you all.